Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie. Today we're going to be doing a general reading for all signs for the month of December 2018, okay? It might be a little bit noisy. I'm really sorry about that. I haven't got my mic yet, and there's like a guy swimming in the pool next door, and there's like a game that's also like making a lot of noise. So I really hope you don't mind. Let's get started. We have two decks that we're using today, the Wild Unknown Tarot deck and the Angel Answers by Doreen Virtue. So let's see what we have here. December starts with the Mother of Pentacles energy. So that might mean that we are kind of focused on our finances, focused on our physical possessions, focused on having enough money for the holidays, for the gifts, focus on family as well. We have to check though, how much are we giving and how much are we receiving in return. That's very important. Sometimes when we give and don't receive the same amount in return, there might be some resentful feelings getting harbored within us. So we have to check that before we start feeling very resentful about certain people in our lives. As a challenge position, we have the Seven of Wands. There might be something that we really need to stand our ground about, an opinion, an idea, a way of doing things, a decision we have recently made. There's something that we need to stand our ground with and really make an effort to not be swayed in a different direction or be moved to a different decision that it's not connected to our heart's desire. Okay, that's very important. In the recent past, we have Justice. So many of you, this is a general reading, so it's applied for all signs, everyone watching this video really. So some things might apply to you, some other things might not. Take what resonates with you. That's my most important message right now. In the recent past, we have the Justice card. Justice is a card that describes the process of karma, receiving what we deserve, getting the consequences of our actions returned to us and the people around us as well. Justice is a card that also describes legal matters. So maybe some of you have been dealing with contracts, with legal things, legal papers, filing papers, contracts of all sorts. Many of you have been making a very important decision recently that maybe you don't feel like you have finished making yet. It might be kind of like still wandering around your mind. It's a decision between two very possible options that could work for you. So you might be kind of jumping in between those options. In the recent past, you might have been having some trouble making this decision. In your mind space, we have the Eight of Cups. So in December, a lot of you guys are going to be letting go of things. You're going to be letting go of things, objects in your physical space. You're going to be letting go of things in your emotional realm. You're going to be letting go of baggage, past wounds, past emotions, memories of all sorts. You're going to be kind of clearing and flushing that out, which is amazing, especially from your mind space. Many of you are going to be letting go of ways of living, you know, things that you've been doing for years and things that you maybe have grown very attached to. You're going to be starting to let that go in the month of December. What the universe wants you to know, we have the World card. So indeed, not only December is bringing the holidays and the New Year's, it is actually bringing in a cycle to a close. A very important chapter of your life is being closed now. And a new chapter is opening up in synchronicity with the New Year's. Okay, so there's this last month of the year is going to be flushing out a lot of things for you. And as I mentioned earlier, like things that are inner, things that are outer, things that are, you know, things that you've been doing for a while, or just aspects of yourself are going to be flushed out if you no longer need them or if they have served their purpose. In the future, meaning the rest of the month of December, some of you might be a little attached to the past. Some of you might be having a hard time letting go of the past. Some of you might be feeling nostalgic about certain things, maybe people that were in your life before, maybe ways in which you have spent the holidays in previous years. You might be feeling a little bit nostalgic and a little bit attached to those memories. Others of you might be falling into very insignificant yet annoying conflict. A lot of little you know, arguments, little fights, back and forth conversations, triggering comments, triggering conversations, and things that are not really useful in any way, things that are just kind of like poking at your nerves a little bit. Try your best to not engage in these things. Recognize when a conflict is necessary and it's going to bring growth to you, and recognize when it's just kind of people lashing out at each other. You don't have to participate, you don't have to be a part of this if you don't want to. That's very important. Our energy is being represented by the moon right now, so we might be feeling very cloudy, very nebulous, very foggy, kind of confused. We might not be thinking clearly. There's a lot of our subconscious memories and things that are stored in our subconscious mind coming up to the surface. It might be a time to spend with ourselves, trying to decipher what's coming up for us. We might get a lot of like emotional stuff moving with the full moon, with the new moon, you know, moving out of the subconscious mind into our conscious space. So it's a great time to analyze this, to maybe journal or do some rituals that can help you figure out what exactly is coming up for you. Obviously each person is different, so that's going to be different for everyone. Our surroundings are represented by the 8 of Wands. I love this card, actually. I feel like this card is great. Many of you are going to be traveling. Many of you are going to be allowing the universe to align things for you due to the travels. Like maybe some of these travels are going to maybe put you in the right place at the right time, or you might meet someone important, you might feel something when you are traveling that's going to bring awareness for you and a new beginning for you. So everyone who's traveling and everyone who's considering traveling, I think it will be a great time to do so, because this energy is telling us that a lot can come from it. A lot of positive things can come through traveling. So comes in handy, because everybody, like the majority of people, try to travel on the holidays. So that's cool. Then we have our hopes and fears. Many of us are very scared of pain. Many of us are very scared of falling into scenarios that are going to make us feel heartbroken again, or might repeat issues from the past. So many of us are hoping to heal things from the past, and at the same time fearing falling into the same scenarios that hurt us in the first place. So it's very important to be aware of this, because we can choose to act from love or we can choose to act from fear. And many times where we're not conscious enough about it, we tend to act from a space of protection, you know, trying to protect ourselves subconsciously from pain, from hurts, from heartbreaks. So focus on that as well if you can in the month of December. Are you acting out of love or are you acting out of fear? What are your decisions based on? Then at the end of the month we have the 8 of Swords, which is one of my favorite cards in the tarot, especially this one, the Wild Unknown, because it explains to us that oftentimes when we're feeling that in our mind space there's a lot of fear and a lot of insecurity, sometimes these fears and insecurities can be based on real limitations that we have that we can work on and improve, and sometimes they're just existing in our mind because we are allowing them to. Sometimes they're not based on reality. Sometimes there's nothing really that we need to change or shift. Sometimes it's just fear. It's just insecurities roaming our head. So this card explains that precisely. It's self-imposed limitation. So in the month of December, really explore how you are limiting yourself. What thoughts are you sustaining in your mind space that are not real to others around you when they perceive you? If you're not smart enough, not pretty enough, not capable enough, not strong enough, you know, all these things that you tell yourself in your mind, are they real or are they just things that you tell yourself? As soon as you make that recognition, you're going to be able to let those things behind and be part of this process of shedding them and just letting them go in the month of December. At the bottom of the deck we have the Fool and the Magician, which are great cards that are supporting that notion that I'm feeling that the New Year's is going to be a breaking point, before and after point, in which this year is going to be flushed out, and all of the pain and all of the suffering and all of the things that we are no longer needing is going to be flushed out. And as soon as the year begins, I believe all the planets are going to be retrograde, if I'm not mistaken. No, I mean all the planets are going to be direct. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you that way. I think that all the planets are going to be direct. I'm not sure about that. Don't trust me blindly. But I feel like that is going to be very much aligned with this energies, which is a new start, a new beginning, a new passionate, clean slate for us to work with, okay? I pulled 4 additional cards for you: money, love, career and finances, and family. So for money, it says it is the perfect timing. So explore right now your financial situation, your money situation. Explore how do you want to consciously spend on the holidays. You don't have to spend all your money to make sure others know you love them. That is something that's very important. I think that we don't get enough permission for that. You know, I give you permission to make gifts, to express your love in creative ways. It doesn't have to be something that affects your financial situation if that's the case. For love, we have ask your angels. So obviously everybody is in a different scenario, in a different kind of relationship, at a different point of the relationship. Some are single, some are coupled, and the angels are saying that if you connect to them and basically ask them for advice, each and every one of you are going to receive something that's personalized for you and that is aligned with what you are experiencing. For career and purpose, there's something better. So if you're feeling that you're limited, if you feel like there might be something the universe is trying to tell you lately, or what you're doing is getting boring or is getting a little constricting or heavy for you, explore other options. There might be something better for you that you haven't considered yet. As far as family in the holidays especially, wait is the card that is coming up. So be very patient with your family members. Be very patient with their opinions. Be very patient with the triggers that might occur. Be very patient with the things that come to the surface for you on dinners, social events, holiday events. Try to be as non-impulsive as you possibly can. That would serve you greatly. So I hope this was helpful. This is our reading for December 2018. I hope you enjoyed it. And I promise that the next reading is going to sound a whole lot better and we're not going to have so much distractions. And I'm going to get a mic. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to make it grow and it will make me so happy to have you in this space and share further with you. I'm going to be posting one reading at the beginning of the month for all signs. And if I get the time and I get the chance, I would love to do personalized readings for each sign. So like a Pisces reading, an Aquarius reading, and things like that. I'm going to do my best to do that as well. Besides that, I have a lot of other videos speaking my mind about anything I can think of. Usually spiritually related. And I have my website too that you can check out. Bye guys, I hope this was very helpful for you and I hope you have beautiful holidays and that you enjoy this time with your family and your friends and your loved ones. Bye.